Hi, my name is Rafiq Wayani. I will be your guide here through this maze of HTML5 and CSS3. I've been around in information technology for nearly 3 decades. I can tell you that a lot of things have changed, but sometimes, as you may have heard, the more things that change, the more they stay the same. Fortunately, in information technology, that is not the case. Things don't change so that they can stay the same. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Back in the 80s, when I began, we were dealing with very different types of needs of the normal user in the normal organization. When I began in the early 80s, late 70s, mainframes were still prevalent. Large computers taking up rooms and rooms or floors and floors of space were very common. Apple computer was new, the PC was new, and the whole concept of a home computer was, well, not very common. PCs really were considered toys by the vast majority of the computing community. As times have changed, and as you may be well aware, today personal computers are in just about every home today that has a TV. Even if they don't have a personal computer, most people have a mobile device, such as a telephone or a tablet or something. Telephone, I really meant to say a mobile phone. Telephone sounds strange, doesn't it? Most people really don't call it telephone anymore. I'm dating myself. Anyway, so a mobile device or a tablet is something people do have. As a matter of fact, you carry around your smartphone with you wherever you go. And your smartphone, vast majority of smartphones out there, have substantially more power today than probably the space shuttle did back when it first landed on the moon long ago. So technology has changed drastically, and it continues to evolve as time progresses. I can tell you that everything you're looking at and noticing today is really a tip of the iceberg, as they say, in what is to follow. Today, we are managing and manipulating sound and video and images and pictures and 3D and altered reality and really a whole lot of things. We're dealing with data in a way that we've never dealt with in the past. Not long ago, whenever somebody spoke about data, we were thinking text data or encrypted data. Sound and video, moving pictures and animation were not part of that equation. That is no longer the case. Web applications and websites are now very, very feature-rich, and they respond to the end users very, very intuitively, if you will. And HTML5 and CSS3, well, that's really where they come into the picture. To make it possible for the developer to develop the applications that the users are expecting in a manner that is both conducive to the developer and suitable for the user. I'm very glad you're here. I'm here to show you how HTML5 and CSS3 works for the benefit of everyone involved, the user and the developer and the community in general.